Hey guys, welcome back. As always, I wanted to start out with a shout out to my Patreon page. However, this month my video is a little lengthier, so instead of listing everybody's names, I'm going to put it in the description. So check it out down below. There's also a banner up top if you'd like to be a patron. What patron is just a way for you to further support my channel, and then in exchange I give you a couple extra videos a month. So if that's something that you're interested in, go ahead and click, but I recommend watching the video first because I think I got something good for you today. So with that said, I wanted to make mention of something that kind of stuck out to me. It was a couple of months ago. I think it was it definitely was the last haircut video I made. There were a few comments that I really appreciated. They were sort of in the tone of disappointment, in the sense that I was kind of making more or less the same video each and every month, and I was, because I feel like that was something that I was strong at, but it's been exciting to kind of try to think of the most unique video possible to hopefully enhance my experience and provide new experiences for you. So up until a few minutes ago, I thought I had a tremendous idea that has never been done before, until I just typed it into YouTube and I saw several other people have already done this. But what we're gonna do today is unbox. Okay, so I have an Apple Watch here. Disclaimer, I've actually had the Apple Watch for a few months already, but I put it back in the box, so technically you are still unboxing. So it still works. But yeah, I'm going to show you some cool things about the Apple Watch, because it is that time of year where we're buying gifts for people, even though an Apple Watch would be quite the generous gift. But maybe if you have an Apple Watch, maybe you don't know how to use it yet, and this could be helpful. And also relaxing. So, sort of an unboxing video in the style of ASMR. Okay, so the first thing, when you open your box, you are extremely disappointed because nothing's in there. Just playing. This is your extra band. So your extra band is in here. Because the one that comes with, as you heard my Apple Watch actually just go off, the one that comes with the purchase might be too big, so they provide you with a smaller one in here. Okay. So this is actually take 2 of this video, because really struggled to take the band that's on my watch right now. I struggle to take it off to put this one on. So here is your smaller band. Okay, so you just take it off like so. Okay, and there's the toy. Okay, so another note is I'm making this video with the idea that you have already connected your watch to your phone. Okay, so I'm not going to go through that. I'm going to go through some other things, okay? So this button here on the back, let's see if I can do it this time. there's a tiny little button there that you press to take the band that's on there off. There we go, got it. Okay, so now I have a 1-band watch. Here's the one that is in there. Matter of fact, I actually had the smaller one on there. So this one that actually comes in the box is bigger. And you just snap it in like so. I didn't realize I didn't even show you. Let me do that again. Okay, so there's that little slot there. You can kind of see it right there. And you just slide it in. Okay. Alright, let's go through some of the programs on here. First thing that you're going to want to do is get the Apple Watch app. Okay. And that is on your cell phone. And it looks like this. Okay, and then I'll get to these other 2 apps in a second. But it's just the one that looks like a watch. So, first thing you're going to want to do is exciting, and it's just edit your faces. Okay, so I'm going to click this edit button here. And it shows you some options you could do. Okay, these say modular, okay, because they allow you to do a couple of different things. Such as, so you get to pick the color. You'll also get to pick what is on the face. Okay, so for instance on my watch, I have the date, so it's December 1st. I have the time, and then these say the town you're in, and then it says the temperature. And then down here, these 3 little icons are my messages, my exercise app, and how much battery I have left. So right now I'm at about 75%. So you can kind of see that that bar is mostly filled. Okay, so I don't want it too cluttered, but I do want quick information that I'll pick up on the fly when I do not want to go to my cell phone. So, here's your apps if you just click this button here. Okay, click this button here, you get to that screen with all your apps. You can kind of see the little icons. Now, I never use apps like Instagram, ESPN, but I do use Mail, Exercise, and the Breathe app. Okay, so we're going to start by putting the watch on, and we're going to actually do the Breathe app. Okay, so you can change the settings, but essentially the Breathe app will, and it seems to come up on your phone during the most stressful times of your day, which is cool. So you come here on your watch and you hit the Breathe app, and it takes you through some breathing exercises to eliminate stress. So we're going to do that right now. Okay, so it goes in and out. And you can kind of feel the vibration. It's kind of then you get a notification says, well done. And apparently I'm nervous or something because I got 83 beats per minute. So that kind of tells me that I'm out of shape, but I'm not too bad. So perhaps my heart just found another reason to beat really fast. So you can hit the option that says breathe again. Okay, but right there it's your beats per minute. And then if you want to breathe again, you just press that button there, or you can just go back to the home screen, which is what we're going to do. Okay, so if you go back to your cell phone, and then I just accidentally called somebody, of course. If you go back to your cell phone, we're going to talk about the exercise app. Okay, so if you go to your phone, I have mine under health category. This middle app here is the exercise app. Okay, so before all your workouts, you're going to hit this activity button. Okay, and then these are your rings. These are your rings, okay? So there's 3 rings. There's one that motivates you to stand. So all you have to do to fill that ring is go 12 hours of your day where you are not sitting for all 12. That was a terrible way to explain it. You'll get a reminder that says you need to stand if you've been sitting for 58 minutes. And as long as you stand up and walk around for a couple of seconds, you fulfilled the stand goal for that hour. So if you have 12 hours of your day where you do that, then that ring, which is the blue ring, will be complete. You can see mine is already complete. Okay. So then you have the yellow ring or greenish ring. Okay, that's your exercise bar. Okay, so that one will kind of be activated anytime you're really in motion, because I find that one is the second easiest to complete because you only need 30 minutes of sort of active time to complete that. Okay, and you can adjust that in settings. Alright, it's kind of nice. It could also, if you don't like the ring, you can also see the segments of the day where you actually were active. Okay, and then this one is the one that is most challenging for me because I have that set at 700. So this is your calorie burn. And then as you can see, that's the ring of mine that's only here. It needs to get all the way here. Okay. And then those can obviously be accessed on your watch by clicking that center button. And you can see the rings there too. Okay. So let's go to let's create an exercise and I'll show you how that's done. So if you go to matter of fact, it's not done on your phone. That's where the log of your exercises are. Okay, so you're actually going to go to your watch and you're going to hit this little, so that's one of my icons that I have down below. That's my exercise guy, my activity guy. So if you click him, all these different exercises pop up. So for me, that's basketball. I play basketball quite a bit. And I run a lot outside. So this next one says outdoor run. Okay. And there's cycle on here. There's indoor run. So that's if you're running on an indoor track or on a treadmill. Outdoor cycle. Outdoor walk. Softball. Strength training. So that's if you're lifting weights. Bowling. Other. So if you hit other, you have several options of more obscure or not as common sports or activities, but I'm sure your favorite ones are on there. Indoor cycle, if you're doing one of those cycle bikes, exercise bikes. Elliptical, rower, stair stepper, high intensity interval training. This is kind of like the insanity. Pool swim. So that's another thing about the watch. It is waterproof. Okay, so you can take it in water and record your swims. Even an open water swim. So if you're not going necessarily straight back and forth, you can do the open water swim exercise and it will record your calorie burn. Okay, and the nice thing for me is, since I'm an outdoor runner, I actually have it set to the setting of automatically stopping when I stop. So I do not like to run on a track because I do not like to run in circles. I kind of like to run in the neighborhood so I don't get as bored and I get more stimuli. So the nice thing is there's a setting that you can have your workout automatically pause when you stop. So this comes into effect if I'm coming up to a red light on a busy intersection and I have to stop for a while. So sometimes you'll see runners, I've always thought it was the funniest thing when runners that do not have the Apple Watch, they feel like that that very short amount of time where you're waiting for the light to turn green again is going to ruin their workouts. So I've always thought it was funny when I see runners kind of jogging in place just to keep their heart rate up. So the nice thing is you do not have to do that. You can just stop. It will not record. And then once you move again, it detects that you're moving again and it automatically resumes your workout. So that's kind of important, especially if you're kind of trying to run fast and you really want to see how fast you can run 2 miles, 3 miles, or what have you. That time stops and everything pauses for a second and then it continues. Okay. And the nice thing is when you hook it up to your cell phone, you have texts that come in, you have emails that come in, and they just pop up right here on the screen. Okay, so here's an example of a text message. Okay, so, here's an example of a text message. I know you cannot see it. The actual text, that's done on purpose. Okay, so there's the text, and I'm going to explain what these 3 buttons are down below. This one here's the microphone. Okay, so if I press that, I can type a message back to him with my voice. Yes, we are. Okay, and then my message popped up and I just hit that send button. And yes, I did just send that. And yes, it also picked up that I said, and then my. So he's going to be super confused. But that's okay. That's part of the fun. This middle category is your emojis. So if you click that, all your emojis come up. And then this is just a heart to favorite. Okay, this down here allows you to scribble. So let's click that for a second. This is really cool. I use it when I cannot use my phone, but I'm also not in a area where I can use my voice to answer back. So you literally just scribble your message like so, and I typed in an O, and an O comes up. And this screen that just came up, it just wants to make sure that I wanted to type the letter O, but below that option is the word O, O-H. So I'm just gonna put O. And then I'm gonna type K. Can I do it backwards? No, that was bad. Okay. And then you can hit backspace and you can cancel the message. Now these down here are pretty cool and convenient too. These are just automated responses, and they do vary based on what the person said to you. So, for instance, the first one says thanks, okay, yeah, never, tomorrow, hold on a sec. That never one is pretty funny. Want to come over? Never. Never. Okay, my favorite ones are the ones that when you link your watch to friends, you'll get notifications that they finished a workout. And those automated messages are pretty hilarious because you can say things like, wow. Or you can say things like, that's all you got? So it's just funny that Apple allows you to taunt your friends without even having to type anything. So the Apple Watch is a great purchase because it's very convenient, especially if you're one of those people that doesn't like their heads in their phone, but you also do have people at certain times that are trying to reach you, and it's readily available to answer them quickly, and it also allows technology to not kind of disrupt your life. Kind of like I said, I don't want my head in my phone all the time, but I don't want to ignore. Okay. So let's go ahead and put the watch back in the box. The correct way. So if this is wrapped in your holiday gift wrap this year, maybe you'll get excited before you even open it. But then you'll open it and you'll realize it's something else. That's not as cool. But that's being pessimistic about it. So, hope you enjoyed the video. A little different. But the goal is to do this with more products to help people, especially those products that are kind of up and coming, or products that are trying to beat out other products. If you sat around and did this to your Apple Watch, I would recommend returning it, because that's not what it is for. Take it out of the box, put it on your wrist, and go exercise. Hope you enjoyed the video today, this month. I'll see you in January or over on Patreon in a couple of weeks.